Guys, hello everyone. How's everyone doing today on this fabulous Thursday? I hope you all are doing well. I just want to come to you guys with a quick motivational message of the day, and quite frankly, I am concerned about y'all. I'm not worried, I am just a little concerned. You know why? Because I am wondering, when was the last time you did a self-check on yourself? When is the last time you actually just sat down and checked in with yourself, with your thoughts, with your emotions, with your feelings, where you are? I don't care if you are male, if you are female, whatever age group, gender, sexual preference. I don't care who you are or where you are, what is your race, nationality, your gender. It does not matter. You are a human being. You have emotions and feelings just like everyone else. And instead of waiting for someone else to validate your feelings and saying, why don't you ask me how I'm doing, or or waiting for someone to try to get in touch with you, why don't you just take a moment to get in touch with yourself? So I just, I really want to know, and then I'm just saying it to you guys just to try to open up your eyes to it a little, because it is so very important, and not just on the once a month or once a week, or I prayed this week and I don't have to pray anymore. Sometimes we have to check in with ourselves from moment to moment, especially when we are dealing with different people, dealing with whatever our jobs are, whatever we do to earn a living for our families. That is not always easy whenever we are dealing with our loved ones. That is not easy. Listen, don't laugh at me, y'all, but somebody told me yesterday that they know somebody who divorced their sister. The sister divorced their brother from being their brother. And I was like, you can do that? Child, if only you knew the thoughts that was going through my mind. But I'm like, Lord, just take it away from me, because I hate to feel negativity. I want my spirit to be cleansed when I think about anybody, no matter how much I feel that they were offensive to me. But that divorce, your family member, I didn't even know that was a actual thing, but it is possible. And so many thoughts that ran through my mind when someone told me that someone actually took the time out to divorce their loved one. So technically, even though they probably had the same mother or even the same bloodline, they are officially sister brothered or whatever. That thing sounds juicy to me. I don't care what y'all say. But anyway, it is not always easy to deal with people, with your family, with your job, with yourself. Sometimes we can get on our own nerves. Sometimes we can just allow the thoughts to run racket through our minds, and it is not always easy to control your mind frame. That's why a lot of people that know the benefits of meditating, it is not something that is easy to do. It gets better after time. The more you do it, the more successful you become at it. But meditating is simply shutting up your mind. Just like you shut your mouth, you be like, okay, because the brain waves, I was like looking into the brain waves and theta or theta M23 and all that kind of stuff, and that's this part of the brain, and then you got the theta over here and all that kind of stuff, and you could just tell theta to shut up. Just shut your mind up just so you can relax. because once your mind is just going and going and going, it is just extremely hard for you to be in a space where you need to be, and your every thought is like written down in history, like to the universe, because that is the energy. You are constantly attracting energy to yourself. So if you like, say, I'm gonna say financially, that's something that we all can relate to. I don't care how well off you are in your finances, in both on both sides of the field, we can all agree that finances can be a issue. If you got a lot of it, if you got a little bit of it, it don't matter. So when you start thinking about how I'm going to pay this bill, and your mind is going and you thinking about ways that you are going to get the money to pay the bill or whatever, and you start getting that gut feeling in your stomach, like almost like you going to throw up. I'm telling you, because I've been there. That is the energy that you attract to yourself. So now I try to prevent that gut feeling from happening, because I want the feeling of ease, of faith, of knowing that God is going to pay that bill. I want the feeling of financial freedom. When I pray over my finances, when the Lord allows me to be wealthy and financially well off, I just feel like I want to have the ease of it. Like the people that are, I don't know the problems that people have that are well off financially, but I am sure there is issues with people that are financially well off. They probably got some cousins that crawled under a rock, from under a rock, that I'm your cousin. No, I ain't know you was my cousin or whatever. But I'm just sure it's issues that people, I have heard like Steve Harvey say, one of his videos, like, here come the cousins, once his money started rolling in or what have you. And, so I know it's like issues from both sides of the field, but just using finances as an example, we have to learn how to ease our mind, ease our thoughts, ease our feelings, control our emotions and your theta and the brain waves and all of that kind of stuff, and completely shut your mind down. When you shut your mind down, you literally attract the things to yourself that the universe know that you yearn for, that God know the things that you pray for. So instead of thinking about such and such cheated on such and such, or whoever stomped on your pinky toe 10 years ago that you ain't never forgiven for, and you harboring all these bad emotions and you building up all this hate, and you are just overcome with emotions to the point that you are sick in your stomach, like you don't know whether you got excuse me, y'all, I'm so silly. I'm always like this. It's sad. I'm getting more comfortable with y'all. You don't know if you gotta go sit on the toilet or what, like, you know what I'm saying? So you cannot mentally, I know people who are sick in their body to the point that their bodies will never physically be the same again, because they worried their minds to the point that their physical health just was like devastated, like their nervous system, like I can't take it no more, their organs, their heart, like I'm trying to help you out here, your heart is doing the job of your heart, and your mind is doing the job of your mind. But us as human beings, we have sophisticated mind structure and functions, and we are able to control our thoughts and our minds. For those of us who God allowed us to be born with healthy minds, take advantage of that. As people, some people, when they get up in age, I had a client who was not even 20 years old with a severe health issue, and that's almost 20-year-old. They were diagnosing him with dementia because they were ruling out everything, but that one thing, it stops him from doing everything. Like between dementia and anxiety, I have seen this 20-year-old struggle to even go to the bathroom or to walk down a flight of stairs. And ultimately, like now, his organs are shutting down, and unfortunately some people have severe cases like that, that is totally beyond their control. And my heart goes out to anyone who does not have control over their minds, but don't take it for granted. Don't think it's okay to smoke a pound of weed a day and burn all the brain cells that you have left, and then you wonder why you can't remember nothing. You can't remember why you got in the car without your car keys, or you locked yourself out the house, or whatever. Like, you just left your head in the house. I think we take our brain, I think we take our mental status for granted way too often. We don't give it the credit that it deserves. It controls so much of your life on so many levels. I'm telling you, you can't do nothing without a healthy mind. And that thing is so important. Don't wait until it gets too far gone, because if you do, then it's just gonna be too late. I mean, how better can I say it? Like, if you try to wait to grasp a hold of your mind structure, then it just might get to the point where it's just too late. That's why we have to practice things like doing healthy things in our mind, prayer, meditation, being under a positive word. I love listening to motivational videos. Even when I'm at the gym working out, I can just listen to a motivational video all day. Even if I'm like not totally zoomed into it, I still hear the positivity in my brain, and it sticks into my subconscious mind. Even when I try to have a poop party, when things are not going my way, that positivity comes right back to me. I suffered with anxiety. I told y'all, they diagnosed me with post-traumatic stress disorder. I got a social security check for myself that I haven't gotten in years. They said, and Miss Bay, so why are we still giving you this check? Ain't nothing wrong with you. I said, you know what? You were absolutely positively right. Keep your check. I got the Lord. God got me up out of that. They gave me a bag of medication so big. I was like, what is this? I tried to take that medication. It just totally sucked all the water out of my body. I was so dehydrated. When I woke up one morning and my tongue was bleeding, I was like, I'm not doing this. I could not focus. I'm like, I got kids. I can't even boil a hot dog like this. Like, I can't do it. So I just chose not to claim their diagnosis. I let Social Security keep their little check and give it to somebody else that really needed it. And I chose to take control over my mental status and become a healthy-minded person. I practiced these things over the years, over and over and over again, how to put positive thinking in my mind. Even when I was in the house that me and my ex-husband got when we first was married, that house was a dump. I mean, it was a dump when we moved in there, and we just did the best that we could to patch it up and put it together so we can put our family in there. But the environment was not even the greatest. I was literally falling through the kitchen floor trying to prepare a meal for my kids, and even standing on that raggedy kitchen floor with holes in it, I still put myself in a positive mind structure. I knew that it was not always going to be that way physically. God got me out of that. You know, he got me out the bad marriage. I ain't had no business being in the bad marriage. That's probably why I was in a raggedy house, because I was in a raggedy marriage. But God got me out the raggedy house, and he got me out the raggedy marriage. But I remember standing in that kitchen, and you can literally see the basement through the kitchen floor. And I practiced putting positive things in my mind over and over and over again, even if it was one thing that I repeated to myself constantly, opposed to negative things going haywire in my brain. I am blessed. 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 I just started from one little thing. I did not make it too complicated. I did not go overboard. It's something that is beyond me. You know, I ain't got no PhD. I just did it the best way that I can possibly do it, that would work for me. So it can be unique for all of us. Whatever you have to do to put yourself in a healthy mind pattern with positive thinking habits, do it. Say positive things to yourself, even when your kids is acting up, even when your family is acting up, even when your boss, you know, when everything, when the brakes go on a car, you know, when the doctor tell you, you know, whatever, you got to lose some weight, whatever the situation may be, attract positive things. Your gut feeling will feel better. Once you put it in your mind, your heart will be calm. You can be able to think and let God guide you in the way that he wants you to go without running yourself ragged. You don't have to get through any situation like that. Worrying has never added a single moment onto anybody's life. So boom. That is my message today. I am just thinking about positive thinking structures, thinking habits, ways that this thing can be effective to you. Don't make it too complicated. Y'all don't even need no psychiatrist. Stop paying people and I ain't trying to step on nobody's toes. That's a psychiatrist or whatever, but you can start at home for free. You know, at the end of the day, your psychiatrist can't go home with you. They can't, you know, get in a car with you. They gotta go home to their own family. This is stuff that you need to learn how to do for yourself. Claim positive things. Stop taking those diagnoses and the doctor said, you know, my son had ADHD and this one got this and that one got that. No, they don't. Ain't nothing wrong with them kids. Speak healing over them kids in their mind. Stop saying negative things to them and about them. You don't want that for them. You don't want them to grow up and not being able to control their own mind. That can lead to a devastating future for them. Whatever you want to happen for your kids, say only what you want to happen for your kids. They are healed from any and everything. Pure, positive thinking. Negativity will get you absolutely nowhere. So, listen, y'all ain't gotta believe me. Try it for yourself. Just try it for yourself. Y'all can say whatever you want about me. I'm telling you, taking control of your mind is something that will be very effective in your success, in your health, in your journey. You know, I had to tell myself, I had a habit of while I'm eating a meal, I'm thinking about what I'm going to eat after I eat. You know, and then wondering why I can't let go of these pounds that, you know, that's hovering around my waist. I know I don't want all this extra weight on me, so I had to catch myself. I'm like, stop thinking about what you going to eat after you eat. You eating right now. Like, what is wrong with you? So listen, and I noticed that, you you know, the weight is dropping off of me slowly but surely, but I don't even have to eat after I eat. Like, I could just be satisfied with what I'm eating, and I don't have to devour everything. I don't have to eat until I get the 80s. You know I don't like the extra weight. Like, what you gonna do about it? And that goes for any situation that you are uncomfortable with. Make your life exactly what you want it to be, and start in your mind. So that's my message for today. God bless you all. Have an amazing and wonderful rest of your Thursday, and God willing, I will be back tomorrow with another motivational message of the day. Y'all be blessed.